everybody, today on Henry's Tattoos, I'm going to show you how to make Persian Kabab Hosseini. Let's get straight into it. Alright guys, so I'm going to do my recipe based on 1 kilo of meat. Now in my case I'm doing this with lamb, so I've got a diced lamb backstrap here. I have left the fat on it. Now you can also do this with beef or with chicken. So first thing we're going to do is add about half a tablespoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of ground cumin, half a teaspoon of ground turmeric, and we'll add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And we just want to give this a good mix and get everything all combined and coated. So we'll cover this with some cling wrap, place it into the fridge, and we'll want to leave it in there for about 1 or 2 hours before we continue. Okay guys, so next we'll need 2 brown onions, and all we're going to want to do is slice them into thick onion rings. So just like that, you don't want to go too thin. So we'll set that to the side. Next we'll need about 2 tomatoes. In my case I'm going to use 3 because I have small ones. And just like our onions, we want to do thick slices. Just like that. So we'll set our tomato aside too. And next I'm just going to bring 2 green capsicums across. If you're using a large one, you can just use 1 large. And all we want to do is thickly slice them too. Now you can take the seeds out if you want, but I'm just going to leave it for a bit more flavour. Alright guys, so I'm going to skewer the meat onto wooden skewers like so. Now you don't need to soak these because it is going to be inside a pot so they won't burn. So all we want to do is thread our meat onto the skewers. And we'll be roughly looking at about 4 or 5 pieces for each skewer. So that's 5 pieces there, but once you push it down, as you can see, it'll fill up the whole skewer. So that's perfect. So we just want to repeat this. Alright guys, so next we're going to bring across a large pot, add about 2 tablespoons of oil, and we're going to place our sliced onions on the bottom. Just like so. So you want to create a layer. Next we're just going to place all our skewers on top of our onions. Just like so. Next we'll add our tomatoes on top. So you want to try and create another layer. And we'll repeat it with our capsicum as well. Now I should have pointed out, you can also use red capsicum if you prefer. I'm doing green just for the sake of it looks better. So next let's season this with 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of turmeric, 1 tablespoon of saffron water, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, and all we're going to do now is top this up with some cold water. So you want to top it up right until it reaches the skewers. So just to the top of the skewers like so is perfect. So let's move on to our stove. Alright, so just on a high heat we want to bring that up to the boil. Alright guys, so once you have a boil going, we're going to turn the heat down to low to medium. And we just want to simmer this for around 45 minutes to an hour. So we'll place the lid back on too. Alright guys, so I'm just at the 45-minute mark now. And just look at that, our sauce has thickened up nicely. And our lamb is nice and tender and cooked all the way through, which is what we want. So we're going to turn that off at this stage. So in my case, I'm just going to serve it up with some saffron rice. And then let's plate this beautiful thing up. And we'll give it just a little bit of extra sauce on top. And just look at that. So guys, as I said, you can do this with beef or chicken as well. And of course you can serve it up with salad instead. But you can also serve these up on their own as an appetizer, so you don't need anything else on the side. I hope you like that guys. Please like, share and subscribe. You can follow me on Facebook, Snapchat and Instagram. If you got any comments or suggestions, just leave them at the bottom and I'll see you all next time.